peace, plenty, and love of Allah be upon all our martyrs at our wars, as Turks, the warriors, as Turk, the conqueror. We respect all our enemies that face us and fight against us for having the guts to do so. Because we are very fierce when we're fighting. We are heartless. We fight proper. We don't fight much. We haven't participated in the World War II, even though Britain pressured us to. Germans, they respected us during World War II, and they said, no, I'm not going to fight Turks. I'm not that crazy. I won't fight a war I know I won't win, said Hitler. Well, I find that very true. It's true. I wouldn't face a Turkish military if I was an enemy. They can't touch us because they know us. Simple. But one thing about Anzacs, I tell you. Atatürk spoke to Anzac moms and dads and all their families. And Atatürk said to them, do not worry. We share your grief. We share your sadness, sorrow, and we mourn with you for your lost ones here at our soil. We fought hard and lost lives for. And we respect your sons having fought us, having had the courage to fight Turkish military, coming all the way from 8,000 kilometers away and facing us like men. They died for their bosses, Britain. I can't say they died for their lands because it's not Australian lands. Even Australia is not Anzac land. It's land of the Aborigine, and everyone knows that. Just like the Red Indians in the US are the real owners of the lands of Americas. Australians today do not own Australia, even now. Maybe we need a couple more thousand years for that to happen. But they own up, and they came and fought like men, and we saw it. And Atatürk said, all Turks respect Anzacs. They fought very fiercely against us. We respect Serbian as well. We're not scared of them. But we respect them because they stand up and fight and they die and they don't mind dying for their lands against us. Because yes, we are after their lands. We are conquerors. We conquer on. It's your job. You don't succeed at job one day and next day it's enough for you. No. You want more success. You want to conquer more. We see Atatürk just as Turk and commander, chief of staff to the marshal of war. It means master of war. It means he won more than 3 wars. We put him in the same place with Attila, Genghis Khan, Sultan Muhammad II, conqueror of Istanbul, Sultan of all continents, Suleiman the Magnificent, and we have other sultans. Then come our Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, whom Allah sent to us. Because of him now in all over Anatolia we have mosques. Because of him we still have Muslim names. Because of him we have a law state, lawful government, a lawful system. Because of him we still have Muslim names. Because of him we have a law state, lawful government, a lawful government, a lawful system. Because of him we still have Muslim names. Because of him we have a lawful government, a lawful government, a lawful system. Because of him we still have Muslim names. Because of him we have a law state, lawful government, a lawful system. Because of him, we have a republic. Hence, we don't kneel and bend over in front of another human, a sultan. We might go back to having sultans and khalifas later. We just might. It's our decision. We elected Erdogan. It's nobody's business. Nobody can tell us don't vote for Erdogan or don't vote for X, Y, Z person. We choose our leader. We don't let others, or even especially our enemies, choose our leader. We chose Atatürk as our leader. British didn't like it. They were our enemies at that time. Now we're allies. But that time we were enemies. Brits that time thought they could keep the Sultan as the head of state and as Khalifa, as the leader of all Muslims in the world, because they control all Muslims with controlling one Sultan, one Khalifa. So they supported the Khalifa idea because it suited them that time. It was easier to control one man or family, just like in Jordan they did. It didn't work with us. Just like in Egypt, just like in all other Lebanese and all other Arabic countries, Brits did manage to change everything. They even changed their religion. Wahhabism is not a religion. Wahhabism is some fitna the Brits, the English, put in between people, suggesting that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not important. Astaghfirullah. So what Wahhabi says is, because of their agreement with the Brits, they said all over Saudi, all Saudi kings and princes, all of them, it's hundreds of them. They have 4 wives, all of them, because they can afford it, and they make 5 kids each. Imagine that. There are like thousands of Saudi royal family members, the dynasty. Yeah, they still have that. They still have monarchy, but not in like monarchy, not parliamentarian monarchy like we have in Britain. They have a different monarchy. They have like a totalitarian monarchy, and they don't like Muslims because the royal family of Saudi hates Islam, hates Muslims. They work directly with Israel. Nothing new since 75 years. Have you ever heard or seen Saudis attack Israel? Even during the 6 Days Wars, etc., they didn't just, they stayed away. They stayed out of it because royals are Jews. Come and kill me like you killed Khashoggi, the Turkish origin Arab, who used to write books and articles about the regime in Saudi Arabia, and they chopped them in pieces in the Saudi consulate in downtown Istanbul. Salman bin Walid. Salman, he's the murderer of Adnan Khashoggi. He's Turkish, well, he's Arab from Turkish ancestry, hence his name and last name, Adnan Khashoggi. Kaşık means spoon in Turkish. Kaşıkçı means a spoon maker in Turkish. It means nothing in Arabic. They just say kaşıkçı or something. They don't even know what it means. But we know what it means. It means spoon maker. Just like you have Schoenmaker and all that, like shoemaker in German. We have this in Turkish. I don't know, maybe they took it from us, who would know? So we have that tradition to have a surname that explains what our grandfather did that time. For instance, my great-grandfather, his nickname was Gunmaker. He used to make guns. All the way in central Turkey, it's Eskişehir. It's like old city, it's called. It's called old city because that city is the root of old Turkishism in Anatolia. I come from the volcano of Turkish. We're all Turkish born. We're all Turkish, or as crops. We are born and raised in our Holy Land of Eskişehir, Bilecik, Söğüt, where all Ottoman also started, and also Selçuk had their first military base is in Eskişehir. So I am Selçuk, and Osman Gazi, the founder of Ottoman Empire, is from my hood, my neighborhood. I am originally from where they're originally from. So they're my boy. They're my family. They're my uncles and grandfathers and all that. We're a clan called the Yörük. This Yörük clan built, set up Selçuk and Ottoman Empire and Turkey today, because Atatürk was also a Yörük. He was a Karaman Yörük that was sent to what now Greece, Saloniki, we call Selanik. It was that time Ottoman Turkish land proper, just like how Edirne is at the minute. But after the war, it stayed there, and we still have millions of Turks in Greece. We left behind after Ottoman was collapsed. Anyways, all in all, in conclusion, which I don't want to make long videos because I know from myself that it could be boring. I try not to have it boring because I wouldn't watch it myself if it was too boring. So, Anzacs are welcome in Turkey. All Anzac families, sons, grandsons, great-grandsons, they all visit Turkey on 18th March every year. And we visit Gallipoli inside Turkey as well as Turks to commemorate the days that are martyrs, the days that are wounded. All are prayed for and praised for their martyrdom, and that we show them appreciation of how they gave their lives for us at Gallipoli against the enemy, the British, mighty British fleet that time, Navy. They were huge. They had big ships. We sank them all one by one, right off the coast of Gallipoli. They didn't know how to run. Some of them couldn't run. But the ones that left weapons, laid weapons down, we take them as our guests. Later on, we gave them back and sent them back to their homes. Any person or a group do not direct a weapon at us is a civilian. That's how we see things. But if anyone pick up a gun against us, we don't think twice. We don't second it. We just shoot them and kill them. We first kill them, then we think about it. You direct a gun at me, of course I have the right to kill you, right there and then. Doesn't matter if I'm Turkish, Kurdish, Arabic, Russian, American, English, whatever. If you are directed a gun, you don't need any more explanation about if the person or group is enemy or friend. Yeah, we would have them live nicely if they were friends and not fouls. Of course, we fight against fouls. We always have. Everyone would and should. Defend yourself first. Then you can conquer. First defense. That's what we did at Gallipoli. But Anzacs, I cannot say they are our brothers. They're dead. They're martyrs. But with us now, said Atatürk. They're with us, said Atatürk to their families. Atatürk said, they're of us now. They belong to us partly. They are here laying on our lands. Come and visit any time, said Atatürk. When Atatürk conquered Izmir, Smyrnik, which was invaded and occupied by the Greece army, supported by the Brits that time, it was like the Brit was fighting against us using the Greeks in between. Many Turks have been raped and murdered by the Greek military. They raped our women. They burnt our villages. They're not the victim. We are. But a Turk never cries. We cannot. The lowest, dishonorable stance there is. We die and we go, I'm a martyr. Thank you very much for making me a martyr and putting me in heaven. That's it. We don't cry like, oh, they killed 2 million of us, tortured and raped, all that. No, we killed lots of them too. We killed 650,000 Palikaria in only Western Anatolia, Izmir and around it. After knowing that the Palikaria raped our women, murdered our children, murdered our pregnant, just like what Israel is doing to Gaza right now, exactly the same that time. But Atatürk rose up and he said, no. He said, no. Out of here. And then he attacked them. And then, yeah, he pushed them to learn how to swim. We make jokes. We exchange jokes with Greeks now. We tell them, you owe your swimming skills to Atatürk. That was a funny joke, I think. Yeah, well, jokes similar to that. And they make some jokes to us as well. But we killed their 650,000 Palikaria and nobody could say shit all. Because, for instance, if Mujahideen, the holy freedom fighters of Gaza, killed 20, 30,000, 50,000 of Jewish soldiers, you think this war would continue? No, I think Jews have to sign an agreement, except they lost. Something happened in Istanbul. Muhammad II, the conqueror of Istanbul, he conquered Istanbul at the age of 21. He's just as Attila as Atatürk. These are Devlet Ali. He's like a mighty, powerful government of Turks. So nobody can stand in front of them. Nobody. When they tell the military to march on to some country, nobody stops us until we get what we want. We are the same in life as well. I start a business, I don't stop until I get what I want. I fight for it. I could kill and die for it easily. That's how we are. We want something, we get it. You either help us do it or you're either against us and we try to kill you. If you stand in front of us, between us and the success. So, in conclusion, Anzac need not fear us anymore. We have nothing with Anzac, nothing against Anzac, and they have nothing against us, to be honest. Because the British that time sent them to Gallipoli ships, picked them up from Australia, forced them to come and fight us. If they won, maybe they would have had some lands there, just like they did in New Zealand, etc. Their invasion system, their conquering system is a bit different than ours. We just fight, take land, and let everyone live how they like. We don't touch their religion, we don't touch their communal principles or rules or regulations. We only, that moment, if we conquer a country, that means all civilians are safe. No group, no religion, nobody can touch them. Nobody can kill them, or we kill them, or we die trying to kill them. Where martyrs died in millions trying to protect the innocent, the civilian. That's our role in the history. Turkish military always conquers for one reason: to relieve the civilians, to keep them safe against the evil and evil powers or evil empires that would attack on their asses. All these scared, coward, evil empires, just like Nazi USA and Gestapo Israel and SS Europe, They're only very brave against civilians, Mazlum, we call in Arabic. Mazlum means civilian, like don't touch, because they're not armed, but you bomb them. You claim there's one Hamas in that building and you kill all the 2,000 people in that building. You don't care if it's a hospital. And that's torture, that's atrocity. That's mass murder and that's genocide. That's crime against humanity and that's barbarianism, and that's the huge and biggest systematic terrorism you will ever get to see. See? We have been subject to that during our Salvation War against Greeks, together with Brits, Aussies, New Zealanders, Kiwis, you name it, Canadians, and all the Kafir Billah Western world fought against us. We were only one, just us. The only country helped us as a country, as a government, was Pakistan. All the people heard that we are fighting for our lives, we're fighting for our freedom, sovereignty. All Pakistani women went like that with all the gold. They put hundreds of golden bracelets into the baskets. They sent us so much gold. We not only won the war with all that gold, we bought all the weapons we needed. Not only that, with the rest of the gold and money, we opened our first national bank, İş Bankası. See? We have friends. Pakistan is our best friend, and we love them, and we die and kill for them because we know they would do the same for us. That's why I say, Jive Jive Pakistan.